Hello and welcome to The Worst Movie Ever Made, an experimental movie podcast designed with one thing in mind, to find the worst movie ever made. I'm your host, Chris Hockman. I'm joined by my co-host and fellow mad scientist, Rob Scucci, and Bob Hassick. Hey guys, how are you, and why are we doing this?
I'm doing okay. I've been thinking about the show, and I had a weird week. Not like since Sunday. I mean, my oven stopped working on a Sunday in the middle of cooking dinner to get me that. My floor got fucked up again. That for being fucked up. Stacy's car was in Firestone, and they took like a week just to diagnose it. It cost like $600, and then weird inside baseball stuff with work. But that's normal things you deal with in life. Like, you ask anybody your age, those are regular things that happen. No big deal.
Yeah.
The problem is the way you cope with those. I like watching Simpsons and South Park. I like playing bait. I just started watching Always Sunny in Philadelphia, finally. I'm a few episodes in. But we had to watch Lionheart, and sometimes bad movies are amusing and they're fun. But this one just kind of turned my week into this weird vacuous chamber of rage and emptiness. And we're going to talk about it tonight. Bob?
I think I feel the same rage and emptiness from the movie. And so since the last recording, I've had students join my classroom for the first time this school year, and it's good to be with you guys and not those guys.
Yeah.
Back to you, Chris.
Yeah, definitely. More adults in your life. I get it.
Yeah.
Rob, you got any YouTube comments about Lionheart?
I've got 3. Number 1. I've always loved Van Damme's movies, especially what I believe are referred to as direct-to-home video movies. His movies have kept so many people company late at night at the end of a miserable work week. He really has made a great legacy of film. Very talented and disciplined martial artist and actor/producer. Sure.
Wow, so he was serious.
Yes. So he had the same week I did, but he bounced back from this.
Wow. Very opposite.
Number 2. As a child, that flying jump kick was always Van Damme's way of ending a fight and was known as the Van Damme kick. That's the whole And then, final one. That face Attila makes immediately after the stare down with Van Damme as he turns away from Van Damme is real professional act. The bored expression says, "Why is this puny guy that I'll easily destroy wasting my precious time by chat?" Then, the unimpressed fleeting glance that he again gives Van Damme as he takes off his jacket, expecting to see fear and timidity in Van Damme's eyes. He nailed it. It's not often that actors in these sorts of movies capture emotions without uttering a single word. Kudos to him on the great acting.
Yeah, such a good actor that they didn't give him a single line.
Yeah.
We're going to talk a little bit about Attila for sure. Yeah. But first, we're going to go to the worst of its kind.
All right. Is this film the best of the worst or the worst of its kind?
Hey, the first one that came up for me was Under Siege.
Yeah.
How about that? You guys familiar with that one at all?
Yeah.
Or?
Yep.
It's a Steven Seagal joint. Does pretty well with a 79%. I'm as shocked as I am as I was last week right now.
Yep.
Bloodsport, JCVD.
Yes.
It's a classic. I don't care what anybody says. I love it. It's bad. I know it's bad. I love it.
Bloodsport's the one that all the other subsequent Van Damme movies are exactly the same version of, but worse.
Yes. This one included.
All right.
The Running Man, Arnold Schwarzenegger, we talk about all the time. We just keep circling it. 67. Yeah. It's also pure 80s gold in my mind.
It's gold.
It is. Red Dawn, Patrick Swayze. Hadn't really heard. Is it good?
Yeah. Favorite of my older brother's generation.
Okay.
It's a very anti-communist Reagan era movie.
Mm-hmm. Well, that makes sense with the title. 48% though. Not so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. They remade it a couple years ago.
Gene Hackman stars in The Quick and the Dead. Haven't seen that one either.
That's a Western, I think.
It certainly sounds it.
Yeah.
I'd watch it just based on that.
Well, it's Gene Hackman. I'd probably check that out too.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah, he is. 58% though.
Okay.
So guess. Well, I'll tell you the average first. 59.6%. That's pretty good.
But there's no way Lionheart matched that.
What do you think?
30.
See, I'm gonna Once again, I'm just trying to go based off the YouTube comment. 62.
Well, it's done you so well in the past, Rob.
Yeah.
35%.
Yes.
Very close, Bob. Negative 24.6%. And the worst of its kind, but negative 24, as we're learning, isn't so bad. At least not this season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Test number 2. Ain't that a pitch?
I got an idea for a movie and hit my pitch. I get a job and quit my band and you stop being a bitch.
Ain't that a bitch?
Who goes first?
Who went first last time?
I did.
I'll go first.
It's a limerick.
Right, Limerick.
There was a fighter by the name of Van Damme who had a niece and a bank funding scheme. Attila he fought with his nipples so taut. He bought a bike and some lunch for his man.
That was good. I'll go next, yeah?
All right.
Yeah.
A lion, a bitch, and a true foe. Attila, a man with a weird fro. The lion does fight, but not to prove might, but for cash for the family he don't know.
Oh, that's a pitch.
Yeah.
That's a pitch.
Yeah.
Ain't that a pitch?
I went with Rob's traditional approach to the beginning here.
There was a...
Yes. There once was a man named Jean-Claude who liked to show off his bod. He pretends to feel guilt, fights a guy in a kilt. I wish he'd just drop the facade.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, delicious.
I'm going to talk more about that. Not in...
Oh, yeah. You're talking about the kilt, Rob?
No, just the whole guilt thing, like troubled past.
There's definitely guilt. Yeah, we're going to talk about that word will pop up again for sure. So
Right.
yeah, pay attention to that. Who wins this week? I feel like we all brought the heat.
They are all bangers.
I don't know. I'd lean Chris.
I was going to say Bob.
I'm going to go Rob.
Tie. 3-way tie.
Damn. Tie.
It was the nipples so taut.
Yeah, weird. Did you guys get a look at his nipples this time? I mentioned it in the last episode.
Damn, I did not. Damn.
Yeah. They're like little...
Didn't
they're like
you
little,
say that they look like fresh-colored raisinets or something?
yeah, flesh color, like little squish raisinets. Fucking weird.
That is weird.
Yeah.
All right, so we got a 3-way tie. Why don't we give ourselves a 5?
Yeah, fine. Sure. Why not?
5 split 3 ways.
I need to jot down, okay, point 6, 24.6%, and worst 5-star.
Yeah.
3-way tie. Way to go, guys. What a pitch.
Hell yeah.
We killed that one. All right, we're throwing it to test number 3, the worst dialogue.
This is not the greatest
Dialogue.
song in the world, no. This is just
Some bullshit.
We've got some good ones here, but I felt as though it was a bit of a struggle not to pick out the bad dialogue, just that this was really run-of-the-mill dialogue.
Yeah.
And so it actually wasn't the worst that we've ever seen. But believe me, by the time we get to clip number 1, we'll have some real juicy ones for you. But starting with number 10, I cheat it sometimes. The bad guy's name is Attila.
Yeah. That's not cheating it. That's writing. That counts.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Bob. Number 9. This is Cynthia, the one I referred to as a bitch in my pitch.
Yeah.
She says, and talking about Attila here, after they all watch a movie of Attila fighting some dude.
Yeah.
Lionheart is going to eat this bozo for breakfast.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cheesy, but it's also really not very creative having to pull that one out.
Yeah.
This bozo, is she going for the G rating?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I call my 4-year-old son a bozo every now and then. So
They had to tone down the language after showing a fully burned to death man in the first scene. So they use like their freaking quota of like gore or whatever like, on the front end, and they're like, shit, we got like 90 minutes left.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. This one is Joshua, his right-hand man, the guy who's setting up fights for him.
Yeah.
It's at the end of the movie, and I cannot get a hold of the cheese. It's just like running through my fingers with this line. Maybe it should have been higher. You guys tell me, or lower, I guess. Well, take it as you will. Joshua says, "You definitely have heart, Lionheart."
And then he turns slowly to the camera.
Yeah, I don't feel like you could do that. What they did there, they cannot do or should not do.
No. They said the name of the movie way too many times. You know that's a break in the rules right there, and they did it like every few minutes.
Yeah.
It was interesting to me that they built up to it because like he starts as Leon, and then he becomes the lion, and then he becomes the Lionheart.
Yeah.
Like by the end of the movie, they're calling him Lionheart, but they were calling him Lion halfway through and just Leon in the beginning. So you just don't see that a lot.
Yeah.
But let's go with our first clip of the day with Deadbeats.
My name is Nicole, and I'm 5.
Nicole, c'est très joli. My name is Leon.
Now you're not a stranger anymore.
I'm not a stranger when your mommy says I'm not a stranger.
Just give me till Friday, okay? Just a few more days and I will have it. You will have it. I promise.
Friday.
Friday.
Not a partial payment, cash. $450 cash. Okay, if you don't, you and your family are on the street.
I don't think this would be a good time to ask my mom.
Deadbeats like you are why I can't get my goddamn elevator fixed.
I already know what you're going to say. This is a catch-all moment, Rob. Go ahead. Go for it.
I don't know what catch-all moment. So there's two things. The first thing is like, shame on the landlord for not treating this place as a source of passive income, but actually like you should be able to afford your property, and then the rent is like extra passive income. He's saying that one person not paying $450 can't fix his fucking elevator. Point number 2 with the picture-in-picture I'm doing now.
Yeah,
I'm going to pretend to look at the TV screen whenever we play a clip today, and I'm going to see if it works out in post.
Oh, nice. Okay, I like it. That's a cool idea. We should all like try to find the screen.
It's right there.
Well, that
for you,
it is.
Yeah. Well, that's the screen I'm recording. So.
Oh,
Bob, if you look down and Chris, you look diagonally like down. There we go. Perfect. Yeah. Good.
Okay, we'll do.
It's like the Brady Bunch beginning.
What did you think I was going to say though?
I can't wait until it's wrong though. If we're all looking at
It's really funny.
That could have just as easily been the worst acting. Yeah, I mean everybody in there is pretty bad. But yeah, the whole and Rob, you did not mention the catch-all thing that I've got for later.
Yeah, what's that? So just wait. All right,
I mean, you want me to throw it out there now?
No, tell me later. I want to ooze with anticipation.
No, come on. All right. Just poorly written segments. That's like way too straight to the point. There's some French in there, and you wonder, I guess, what Jean-Claude said there. I'd like to know. Yeah, what he said to this kid that he's just meeting for the first time, who he knows is the daughter of his brother. She just seems a little young for him to recognize her if he hasn't been there in years.
Yeah, right. And it's like a weird resemblance. It's like someone that your brother procreated with had his niece. Like they don't look like your brother necessarily.
No, right. I don't think so. They don't look like you, Jean-Claude. That's for sure. Okay, number 6. Joshua says this again. This is Ray Hayman. Hey, Lionheart, what's the matter? You're acting like they told you you're pregnant or something.
I love that character. I don't care what anyone says.
I didn't think he was that bad an actor, honestly.
He was okay.
Yeah,
he was good enough. Good enough for this movie.
He's got some bad dialogue though. Yeah, we're gonna do at least another one.
Oh hell yeah!
We got a 2-parter here for 5 and 4 because it's the same guy who's like just comes in swinging, and I mean that both literally and figuratively. He's the first like biker fighter in the parking garage, like the first, not the car like ring, but the parking garage itself.
Yeah,
and he's fighting another fighter. He's got like that tattoo on his because there's 2 biker guys. And he's about to kick him in the groin, but before he blasts his balls with his front foot, wait, do you have a front foot and a back foot?
Which foot is that?
I guess the one you lead with.
It's like a slap.
So,
you have a front hand and a back hand. Same with your foot.
the front of his foot. Let's go with that. Shut up. Let's do lunch sometime, he says, and then kicks the guy in the nuts.
Yep.
Not what maybe you shake the guy's hand, ask him for his phone number. If you want to have lunch, don't kick him in the nuts.
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to head to the cafe with you. But let's jump right into 4 because it's the same guy who says to Lionheart this time as they're fighting, "You're kind of pretty, huh? I don't know whether I want to fight you or fuck you."
Yeah.
Which is bad because, I don't know. 1, I feel like that's Jean-Claude, like patting himself on the back for being a handsome fellow again.
Yeah.
And 2, dialogue I've heard 100 times.
Yeah.
It's actually not original at all. So
it just almost seems improvised. Like, just say something to him when you're about to hit him in the nuts. It's like, let's have lunch sometime.
Yeah.
Too true. All right, let's throw it to another clip. This one aptly named Fucker.
Without me, they'll be on the street.
Tell your sad stories to the court martial. We're just supposed to take you back. Anyway, we can.
Just give me 1 week to get the money for them. 1 week.
Your time was up in the desert. And we still owe you for that one. Fucker.
Go to hell.
I show you hell. Push your command.
That was intense.
That was intense. I didn't mind any of that really until he goes, "Fuck out of," like completely out of nowhere. Loved that. Okay, Joshua is on offer once more. After they take a shot at the bar, he goes, "Jump the devil with his blind children." It reminded me of what, guys? What am I going to say?
Jack Rabbit, slap a bear.
Good whiskey make Jack Rabbit slap the bear.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of these nonsensical, just like whiskey drinkers proverbs. You know, it's not a thing that nobody says. Jump the devil with his blind children. Does the devil have any blind children? Are we sure of that? I mean, I thought that was a little wacky.
Yeah.
Okay, let's throw it to the last clip. And after our drum roll, the worst dialogue of this week. Drum roll, please. The bet.
I told you the way this shit did me. Don't let it do you, man. Stay the fuck down. Come on, man. Come on, look. We don't need the money, man. I got us a deal. I told you, 50-50 all the way down the line. Well, I'm gonna split it with you, man. 50-50 all the way, man. Just like I said I would. Look, it's on him, man. The whole bet's on Attila. Wrong bet.
Wrong bet. Wrong bet was one of the original working titles of the movie. No shit.
No, really?
It was.
It would have been a more epic title card drop, I guess.
I feel like it's not proper English, though. Am I wrong?
It's wrong bet.
Yeah. I mean, it served its purpose, I guess.
I feel like if you're building all this drama for this one line, and he's smacking it in there like it's going to be on his "I'll be back" line. Like that's what I felt like was coming.
Yeah,
and he uses improper English. To me, that's pretty laughable.
Yeah,
as a Frenchman, it's appropriate.
Yeah.
All right, test number 4.
Which takes me back to the fucker line. Like, I feel like if your native language is not English and you're really pissed off, when you go to swear, you're not going to swear in a second language.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Yeah, because you might do it like wrong and just say fucker at the end of your sentence.
Fucker.
Fucker. All right, hey Bob, why don't you take over with test number 4, the worst production?
The was production. Who was production? Put your calling to work. Who was production? Who was production? Make my statement go berserk.
Hey, it's the worst production of Lionheart. So so a complete character. Rob talked about this last week. I think it was last week. A complete character is a flawed character, right?
Mm. Yes.
Like there's no if a character is perfect, has nothing wrong, then it's not a good character sketch. It can also be said that a complete story has those flawed characters and some sort of a conflict. So these characters in this movie were completely underdeveloped. Yet we're supposed to have sympathy. We're supposed to have compassion. We're supposed to have heartbreak and care, and we just didn't. I mean, they did a piss poor job developing any single character. No proper character sketch. No chance for a character development. No story worth caring about. I want to say from the little girl all the way to Attila, not a single person.
So no character development. Yeah.
Zero.
I didn't give a shit about a single person, and that's where the rage and the emptiness comes from. It was just like fodder. It was just like moving pictures on a screen and like some roundhouse kicks.
Yeah, I felt maybe the closest to it, honestly, was Joshua. Like, I almost cared about what happens to Joshua.
Almost.
You know, and that's about it. That's about where that ends.
He did just drop everything and take a stranger to LA and maybe think is that his flaw, or is this I couldn't figure it out. But I agree with you on that one, Chris.
It's bravery in my mind. I'm Team Joshua now. You've convinced me. I'm a Joshua Mark from now on.
I'm making Joshua t-shirts that say "wrong bet."
I'm gonna listen to U2's Joshua Tree after this recording.
Wow, that's quite a move. Maybe we could all do it together. If we were going live, I'd say we'd do that.
Yeah, listening party, Joshua Tree listening party.
All right, I'm jotting that down. I realized, I'm sorry, I hope I wasn't distracting, but I realized that when my camera is straight up and down on my phone, it makes me the only vertical person on the YouTube that we have now. So I didn't want to be left out of the sideways.
So if I want to give Chris a dirty look, do I look this way? Is that right?
No, yeah, turn opposite.
Oh shit, it's all backwards.
Yeah, there we go.
What about me?
I don't know. Just thinking ahead. That's all.
Chris, I'm below you, and then Bob is to your right. Sorry, to your left, my right. Yeah, so there's Bob. You're looking at Bob right now.
Okay.
And where are you?
I'm on the bottom left. So no, you look straight down because you're on the left side of my screen, and Bob has to look Bob's got to look that way towards me.
Like that?
Yeah, there we go. You got it. Got it.
All right, Rob, why did you do your ad read?
Oh, great. Suiting. Let me just pull that up. Today's episode of The Worst Movie Ever Made is brought to you by passive-aggressively throwing out lumber. Do you live in an apartment building? Is the apartment above you being renovated? Have the contractor just left their shit out in front of your unit for days on end as they work on this ongoing project? If you've answered yes, then passive-aggressively throwing out lumber is the solution for you. You may notice that there are "Smile, you're on camera" signs sparsely placed throughout the 40-acre property. You may also notice the emails you get from management about cars crashing into the front gate before they ask you if you have any info that could help them find the culprit. If you're smart, you'd realize that those two statements contradict each other because there are actually no cameras. Contractors leave for the day at 5. Your dumpster runs at 8. Crown molding isn't cheap, but who the fuck cares? Passive-aggressively throwing out lumber. It feels good, and it has to be illegal. It's probably illegal. You're stealing property that isn't yours, and then you're basically sending it to the dump for no reason. Try it out.
I might. I don't know. I have a landlord. Do you think she would mind if I just was throwing lumber out my front door all the time? Or?
Well, I mean, 2 words. 2 words, Chris.
Yeah.
Prove it.
Yeah, true. Yeah. No camera.
Yeah.
No proof.
I walked out and there was this beam of wood just hanging. It was for 3 days, and I was like, okay, it's gonna get rid of that.
Good on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Test number 5, the most offensive.
Did you just say the F word?
You? No, he's talking about Kyle.
Kyle!
Eric! Dude, you just said the
Right.
Yeah, so this is test number 5, the most offensive, the test that comes back around at the end of the podcast. Yeah, how's that? As we will be doing our mini game later. Okay, the first offensive thing that I saw, and I'm not sure, I squeezed it into this one. You guys tell me how you felt about it. The fucking weird hot chick that's licking blood off of herself.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that at all.
I forgot that was this movie. Yeah.
Yeah, that was this movie. And I was wondering, is that some kind of comment about, like, rich people being blood-sucking or something? I really didn't know.
It's the same as Lady Gaga wearing the meat dress saying, like, all entertainers are just pieces of meat, you know? I think they're going with the same imagery. The same imagery.
Ooh, imagery.
Imagery. Wow.
Imagination.
Imagination.
Get out your bingo card. All right. Number 2, letting your 5-year-old play with a ball on the stairs.
Yeah.
See, I forget these things, having older kids, that really is offensive.
Yeah, Chris and I are in the phase where, like, if both your kids, like, open the door and you hear a door close and you're, like, in the kitchen, you're like, one of them's probably dead. And then you gotta, like, run down the hallway going, no.
Yeah, there is always that chance. It's definitely a scary time.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Number 3, letting your 5-year-old bike around LA alone.
Once again.
Not something I do, for sure. Number 4, the gang arrest scene outside of the school, completely unnecessary. I sent you guys a little clip of this. I don't know the time, Mars. I'm sorry to the listening audience, but Jean-Claude is creepily watching Helene and her daughter enter the school because he's not allowed to communicate with them, says Helene. And as they're panning behind him, the camera, he's leaning on a tree. We come to the other side of the tree, and there's, like, 4 gang members being held at gunpoint by, like, drug enforcement officers. And it's completely unrecognized by the director, the producer. It's just a thing that they threw in there, I think, as a means to demonstrate what kind of bad neighborhood they're in. Because really, the high school or whatever, the elementary school that we're shooting at, didn't look like a bad place. So they had to jazz it up with a major drug bust. That went unmentioned.
Maybe I should. It's a catch-all thing, but, like, just the opening street fight where Jean-Claude, like, finds, like, his, you know, he just escapes. He gets back to the city, and he sees a street fight. He's like, you're having a sanctioned street fight or an unsanctioned street fight in the middle of, like, a very high traffic area. Wouldn't that be more underground? That shit. Wouldn't that shit be like you go to, like, a delicatessen and you, like, knock on the door and they put like a piece of wire through the pegboard and they pull open a door and you go downstairs and then you have some fucking fights.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
Yes, but exactly.
That's definitely not happening right under the highway.
Yeah.
All right. How about naked trapping a man in your bed and startling him awake with your gym equipment?
Yeah, as a whole.
Yeah, that has a little bit of that hard to kill vibe.
Yeah, it does, definitely. The peeky poo at the snake as he sleeps.
Peeky poo.
I don't know, that's just what came out. I don't know.
I'm writing that down.
JCVD resisting guilt-free single man hanky panky again.
Yeah, I don't get, like, I don't get, like, the childlike naivety he likes his characters having, I guess is how I would put it.
It's I think it's supposed to be virtuous.
Like, he's literally got nothing to lose at all in his life. And all the movies of his that we've seen, it's like, dude, like, you've got, like, a nice, like, cut chick in, like, a very high thread count bed who's, like, willing to, like, bang you in a fitting room.
Yeah.
And nothing. Yeah,
nothing.
But, like, you're still going to be able to leave right after. Like, there's no change in anything.
Yeah, I mean, what's she going to do? Fight you? You know, like, you're probably fine. JCVD never missing a chance to show his ass.
Yeah.
This is I think he does this more than the spin kick that we heard about in the YouTube comments.
Yeah.
There is at least an ass shot each movie, if not two.
It's like when we were talking about Raw Deal with Schwarzenegger. Like, it's probably in his rider somewhere going, like, I have to get, like, 3 shots of my pecs in this movie, or I'm not taking it.
John Claude was probably like, I'm doing naked splits. You got to shoot it from behind. And they're like, we're not going to show your dangling balls. We already have the guy that we like spread grape jelly on in the beginning. And that's the end of our they obviously he's got a damn skirt line.
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of already mentioned this before, but it was a little offensive that he didn't know what a kilt was.
Right.
I feel like we were past that quite some time ago.
You would think.
And finally, the pool fighter that takes on Lionheart attempts to murder him.
Yeah.
Oh, attempted murder. Yeah, that's offensive.
I'm getting my whole write-up on this segment.
Take your time, man.
You're good.
Yeah, I feel like that was not in the bounds of the law. Both American law and the rules of engagement when it comes to this fighting club.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get to drown someone. I feel like they're just going to turn you in for murder.
Why fighting in a pool?
Also that.
Also underground, technically.
Yeah, they were technically underground. Maybe they didn't want to be in view of the highway around there, so they were listening to your advice.
Yeah, but all the yuppies surrounding it didn't make it obvious.
But it was like a really drained pool, so they wouldn't splash the hors d'oeuvres.
They did leave some water for dramatic effect.
Yeah.
In case the guys wanted to go over there
but
and drown each other.
But the crab puffs were safe.
It goes with the aquatic theme. All right. Why don't we do test number 6, the worst acting?
Sure. And
this is not the greatest
dialogue
in the world. No. This is just
some bullshit. I lost the clip, so bingo card.
All right. Hey, fair enough. I hope that you have these clips, starting with number 1, Lionheart.
Hey, the winner, ladies and gentlemen, Lionheart, King of the Jungle!
Don't ever insult one of my patrons again. If there's something that Russell or I can't handle, we have paid security personnel who can. You clear on that?
Yeah.
Good. Now, what's this shit about a trip to LA? Because I think I can have another fight lined up for you in less than a week. Better money for everybody this time. But it's up to you, Leon.
I'm going to Los Angeles.
What the fuck is in Los Angeles?
She says, how about we go to LA? Like, basically exactly what he wants. And he's like, I'm going to LA.
Yeah, I obviously I selected that clip because Joshua goes Lionheart, King of the Jungle, way over the top. But yeah, she does some I'm a tough bitch kind of acting, and didn't work for me either.
She was the worst in my opinion. In this movie, she was the worst.
She was pretty bad. I agree. That guy Russell, right?
Yeah,
I've seen him in a lot, and that is a face you do not forget.
No.
Yeah.
That is I feel like, he's you know what he's in? He's in Mortal Kombat Annihilation. For some reason, that's coming up again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's
really bad movie.
He was in a movie we did. I read that when I was looking at his bio, and I forget which one it was. I can't remember.
I mean, I want to say he was probably one of the Fender's goons or something in Cyborg, but I don't think that's true.
No, it wasn't Cyborg. It wasn't a JCVD movie. It was something else.
I wonder. Probably an action movie. He seems to be cast in action movies.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah, probably. Okay, clip number 2 of the worst acting. This one's called Medical Bills.
The guys who did this to him, they catch them?
Mr. Gaultier, he's gone, and nothing we can do will bring him back.
Doug, my question is, did they catch them?
Yes, Mr. Gaultier. I believe the police have them in custody. Now, if I were you, I'd be a little more concerned about his wife and his child. He left them with a stack of unpaid medical bills and not too much of anything else. Now, I can give you their address if you'd like.
I have it. Thank you.
Hey, you don't look sick to me, baby.
You left he left a wife and a daughter behind, but he's got medical bills. Here's his, can I give you his address so you can collect them, please?
That's America for you.
Fuck
America.
Yeah.
America.
Yeah.
Jean-Claude, they're trying to make you sad. I don't know about you guys, but he was really jerking some tears out of me.
Yeah.
Jerking them hard. Yeah.
Jerking them real hard.
Thanks.
For sure. Clip number 3 of the worst acting. This one's called Family.
Everything that he wanted was just to see your face again.
Maybe we should go inside.
No, I don't want you inside. I don't want you anywhere near me or my daughter again. You're the one who started her father on that shit.
That's not true.
Oh, yeah? He took that shipment to Amsterdam for you.
That's what I say to the cop. He was a smart kid. I didn't want him to go in jail. He had a future. You were pregnant.
Oh, spare me the
Your
details.
family.
He might have been better off if you had just kept your mouth shut and let him go to jail.
He was not enough strong to be in jail. It would have killed him.
The streets that you left him on are what killed him.
No, Ellen.
I don't have anything more to say to you.
Ellen, come on. Ellen, you and Nicole, we're family. You're my only family. Let me try to help you.
He was not enough strong. Anybody else catch that?
Did he say that?
Yeah, he was not enough strong to survive in prison.
You and Nicole.
You think he can survive prison? You take wrong bet.
Wrong bet.
I feel like Nicole is not a name unusual to the French language. I could be wrong. I don't know.
Is he French? I thought he was Dutch.
I think they speak French in the Netherlands. Is that right?
Oh, yeah, they probably do. I mean, France dominated half of the world for quite some time, so probably that area as well.
I mean, his name is Jean-Claude. You know, that's very Frenchy.
Well, yeah, very good point.
And that's a through line too, but it's a through line. Like, he has to mention he's French in like every movie.
They got to explain it somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did in Kickboxer, right? Where he's like, we were French, and then we moved to America, or vice versa. He always has to drop the F-bomb. The French.
Oh, that's good. That should go in.
That should. Drop the F-bomb. Which they do. Fuck out.
They did it in Cyborg. They did it in Cyborg too.
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah.
I think so.
I'm not surprised. But yeah, the whole Legionnaire thing is going to come up in the catch-all for sure. We're going to have to delve a little deeper into the beginning of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In a few instances. But as for that clip, I don't feel like Helene and Lionheart had very good chemistry there.
Yeah.
No.
Also, I of course named the clip "Family" because he screams "family" 7 times to remind the audience that they are somehow related.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the best 2 weeks of my life in recent memory were when Fast and Furious 9 came out and all the where family memes came out. That shit kept me rolling the whole fucking time.
Those are pretty good.
Those movies are fun. That's a guilty pleasure of mine. Fast and Furious franchise is fucking fun.
You should be feeling a little guilty, Rob. I agree.
You should.
They had a car drive from one skyscraper to another. Explain that.
Future.
All right, cool.
All right, clip number 4. This one's called Money.
She used to be married to his brother. He's just trying to help the woman out, that's all.
Is he fucking her?
Cynthia, you one hard, cold, sick bitch, you know that?
I asked you a question.
Bitch, the man don't even step inside her apartment. She don't know where the damn money's coming from.
Well, as his self-appointed manager, I'm counting on you to keep him out of trouble.
You mean keep him making money?
That's right. For me. And for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's bad again. I couldn't tell. I felt like Joshua went over the top a little bit there, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. He does overdo it, but he's the only person that I almost cared about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did almost care about him too.
Yeah.
Rob couldn't help but notice the sit and spin back there. The sit and spin toy behind you.
Yes.
Yeah. Quite fun. Quite fun. I can't fit on it, but Aaron actually can.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, we actually still have ours.
Oh,
they're fun, dude.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not getting rid of that. We'll have grandkids someday.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish I knew what it was like to fit on one of those things.
Get a bigger one. go on a teacup. Go to Quasi. Is Quasi still open in Connecticut?
Quasi. Yeah. I don't know.
They got teacups. Like compounds, whatever. Yeah.
You don't think I'll break them?
No. Teacups are really fun to get like belligerent on. It's great.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I will definitely vomit though.
Yeah.
But, that's neither here nor there. Fact or no fact?
The Worst Movie Ever Made presents Fact or No Fact.
I did this work a little early this week, and I didn't realize what I titled this. I titled it "Your Lionheart."
Nicely done.
Yeah, I guess that's as good as I can come up with back then. So we're looking for the actual fact in this list of pieces of shit information, and one of them is real, and the rest of them are made up. Although in this one, it's going to be tough to figure out because there was very, very little facts in this movie, so I had to make some serious ones up. Okay, so first one: Sharon Stone got the role of Cynthia, but also got a role in Total Recall. Opted for Total Recall because Arnold was a much bigger star than Van Damme. That's the first one. Okay. Second one: this was not in the script. It was Van Damme's idea to show his butt in the bedroom scene. He wanted to show it off. All right, third one. The little girl was Van Damme's actual niece, not a professional actor, because she couldn't act. Fourth one. Some of the blood coming out of Van Damme's nose was real since his cocaine habit had become that bad. And last one. I don't know if you guys know Billy Blanks, known for Tybo.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was in this, and it was his big screen debut. He was one of the Legionnaires in the opening sequence.
Fuck.
Okay.
Bob Foolery.
So there we have it. Do you need a recap? Or are you good?
No, I'm good.
I'm good.
Okay. All right, good.
I made a typo, and it's also going to go in the write-up. I wrote Can Dammes, so Jean-Claude Can Dammes.
Van Hams.
Can Dammes, yeah. I like it.
Sharon Stone, that's believable, but I don't know what year Total Recall is off the top of my head.
Same year.
Okay. Idea to show his butt. I mean, I don't doubt it. He produced it. That he he produces and directs these things, if I'm not mistaken, and choreographs like a lot of the stuff. So like, there was
he didn't direct.
He didn't direct this one. Okay.
No.
But I know he has a heavy hand, like on set. So it's like, why show it? You know. Actual niece. This might make me sound vaguely racist, but like they don't. Real nosebleed. And Billy Blanks. I'm gonna go with Sharon Stone because it's tough to tell with the cocaine, because if he like was bleeding on set because of the cocaine, they would easily lie about it for the press and say like, oh, he got hit during one of the stunts. I would have recognized Billy Blanks because my mom used to do Tai Bo all the fucking time when I was a kid. And I would have been like, oh shit, that's Billy Blanks. And I didn't have that moment. So I'm gonna go with Sharon Stone. Opted for Total Recall.
I was between that and him showing his butt, because I believe that in my heart, whether it's true or not. I think he has definitely given us the full spread on purpose.
Yeah,
that doesn't that doesn't look like his actual niece to me either, Rob. I don't know. I don't know. Is that something that happens that you do coke enough your nosebleeds? Probably, but
it does.
Does it?
I know. I've never done it, but there's been I've seen people I worked with at a bar and grill that were like, yeah, you're coming back from the bathroom with a nosebleed. I know why it's bleeding. You didn't get in a fight, but you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Billy, is it Blanks? Billy Blanks, the type of guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't recognize him either, but it was quick. I remember a guy that looked vaguely like him getting beat up in the Legionnaire camp. And that's where you said he was, right?
Yeah.
So now I'm between the full spread and the shooting blanks. I gotta go with the ass. It's my true belief.
You gotta go with the ass.
Gotta go with the ass.
I want a shirt with your face on it that has a quote. I've gotta go with the ass.
I feel like every part of Rob's write-up is going to feature Van Damme's ass.
Yeah,
there's like 4 instances.
The full spread. Okay.
Full spread.
Just because I wanted to be specific, Billy Blanks, that was him. Except it was not his debut. He'd been in a handful of action movies before this, but yeah, that was him. Okay. That was really him. So that was not the fact. Van Damme's nose. I just wanted to reference the cocaine habit. That was a lie.
Yeah.
And no, that was not his niece. That was actually a professional actress who ended up being in other things. It was not his niece. And yeah, I that the actress reminded me of a poor man's Sharon Stone, but no, she had nothing to do with this movie.
Okay,
it was the ass. You have to go with the ass.
I knew it was true in my heart. And Lionheart didn't prove me wrong. Man, he gave us that ass out of the goodness of his heart.
I knew it. I felt it in my ass.
God damn it.
Wow. Okay. I don't even know what the score is this season.
I'm getting my ass kicked. Just that's all.
You're getting your Van Ham kicked.
Yep.
Your canned yams.
Your canned yams.
Canned yams.
All right, sweet. Well, Chris won this round. We'll have to take a look back because I don't even have it on my person what the score is currently. So let's just do the catch-all and get into that.
We're only asking you to pick up what we're throwing down because you're not catching it in the first place. Welcome to the catch-all. Right.
Francois does not survive that period. He is like a French duck à l'orange at that point, and there's no coming back from that.
No.
It's just not happening. I mean, even though he's only alive for like, I don't know, what was it?
It was
6
a week.
Six, what's that? I was going to say 6 months or something. Doesn't it take, I think you're right. I think you're right.
After being burned? Are you talking about?
Yeah, he's in the hospital for a while, I know, because it takes Jean-Claude probably a week to get to New York on a boat, right?
Yeah.
And then he's got to make it from New York, fighting in New York to L.A. by plane, and then finding her maybe another day. I don't know. Yeah, it could be a week or two. I don't know. But still, he doesn't survive that long, is my point.
Yeah.
Were you guys also aware of how much crouching happens in this movie?
Yeah.
Right in the beginning, Francois does the drug deal, and they both get down on their knees to do the drug deal. Yeah. And then there's a lot of fight advice that happens as they're low to the ground. I don't know if that was to keep it a secret, you know. And then at the very end, they all decide to celebrate the return of Lionheart by getting down on the ground and hugging. And I'm sure there was a myriad of other instances where they're crouching, because to me, I just felt like every 6 minutes they were squatting. Yeah, like I couldn't get a read on that.
Yeah. Maybe they had limited tripods.
Yes,
maybe. Yeah, that could be. Okay, why drive a post into the ground in front of a fence in the desert?
Yeah. You know, now that you mentioned it, it does sound really stupid.
Right away, I wanted to so bad to know what the fuck he was doing at the beginning of the movie.
Right? I felt like he was putting up a fence to guard the fence.
I'm like, pan out. I want to see what he's smacking.
Yeah, it was like a wood beam. He was like putting in a fence, but there was a big fence behind him. I did not understand what was happening there. Speaking of that Legionnaire camp, are they prisons?
I was confused as to what the dynamic.
Yeah,
he looked like he was in service garb.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
but they had a sweat box. They had like the hole, you know, where they sent people when they disobeyed.
Yeah,
it looked like hard labor punishment to me, not like military service. I just didn't. That's another thing I didn't understand at all.
I looked up Legionnaires right after that to see, like, is it a prison? Is it like a service camp? And it doesn't seem like it. I don't know. They treated it pretty shitty for whatever it was.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one confused by that, because I was just like, they needed him to be a place far away, but they need like something at stake, and then like two bozos follow him from there to like try tracking him down.
Thank you for keeping our us to PG-13 there.
Yeah. Bozos once again.
Bozos.
I mean, it's kind of fun to say.
That's a great word.
Come down the stairs, Luke's downstairs. I'm like, hey, what's up, Bozo? You know, he's like, what's up, Bozo? It's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
Bozo is actually Eastern European. If you spell it B-O-Z-O, it's pronounced Bozo, and it's the same nickname as Bob, which is me.
Oh.
Nah.
Well, I'm not going to let that stick. Don't worry.
Fact or no fact.
I thought the fight choreography was surprisingly bad.
It was.
Yeah.
Really, really bad.
It's because I feel like JCVD like differs from Steven Seagal in regard to the fact that he's an actual fighter. He has he has accolades. He's won awards. He's done competitions. He's certified in like different realms of martial arts. But like in this one, like you saw the fist go by the face and then go like that afterwards.
It was rough at times, real rough. The girl that licked the fight blood off of her chest was no longer spotted with blood. When we went back to her a couple minutes later, I'm wondering, was she just that thirsty, or
no? That or editing got really shitty dailies to work with.
Yeah. Okay. Either one.
Yeah.
Who runs the highway underpass homeless fight circuit when Joshua's away?
Because he's Jean-Claude's right hand man, so does it mean he has a right hand man as well?
He must. Yeah.
Is it like what's that? Like when like the president gets killed, then it's the vice president, then like Secretary of State. Is like, is there like a succession, like a ranking?
Yeah, there must be.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you get called away for whatever reason, mostly just killed or overdose.
Yeah.
There's somebody to replace you.
Yeah.
I can just see like someone at the fight scene the next day, like, well, what do we do now? What do we do? Let's go get some coffee. Yeah. They don't know what to do.
Let's save our money today, guys, and just get a cup of Joe.
Yeah.
I can't go the whole pod without mentioning the back alley gang fight that happens, because there wasn't enough violence in this movie already.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, there's just a whole gang that like attacks Joshua and Lionheart, and Joshua proves his valor on the battlefield by beating up one of the lead gang members.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know what purpose that served, really, though, proving Joshua's abilities. Was he also a fighter? Oh, yeah, he was. He was also a fighter.
He was a fighter, but that just proved his limp was fake.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
No kidding. He was just trying to get, like, workman's comp out of Cynthia.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be like, you ever see Young Frankenstein?
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
Like, Igor's hump keeps changing sides. Like,
yeah.
I feel like Joshua like starts limping on the wrong foot, like depending on what scene he's in.
Yeah. And then Jean-Claude's note, like, no, director's note, though. Walk this way. The street food burger and burrito is all I can remember. It looked really bad. Both of them looked like they were terrible to eat.
I feel like this filmed his lunch.
Yeah, it was probably the craft services.
$450 for a month for an apartment in LA at any time in history is unrealistic.
Yeah. Like, even like considering all they had stacked against them, that wasn't a bad apartment.
No, it was like a 2-bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't look too bad to me. But $400.
No elevator, but.
And that could have been more than 1 month, depending on like if he's that hard up for the money, it could have been several months.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, he's not going to be hounding her that much for 1 month's rent.
Yeah. So
that's a really good point.
So it's really bad math.
Yeah.
Or it was set in the distant past, and we just don't know it.
Well, if you think about it, in Hard Target, that whole plot arc was spawned by him not having $27 to pay his union dues. So, I mean, it is a through line. That's another through line I noticed.
The through line is Jean-Claude does not understand the value of money.
Yeah.
American money, yeah.
Here's $10,000 for a rent. Is that enough? Is that going
to be enough? Oh, man. Is her name Helene? Is her name Helene because JCVD can't say Helen?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Without hesitation, yes.
Lots of product placement I noticed, like KFC especially.
Yeah.
But there were like sodas and stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually thought it was funny. So for me, if I'm having KFC like sponsor, or I'm hoping that they'll pay me because I put them in the movie, I wouldn't have Joshua offer it to Lionheart and Lionheart refuse it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that, I don't know, that's just me. Completely fall asleep at the club drunk to alert and inquisitive in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
No chance. I don't care what kind of shape you're in. You don't metabolize alcohol that quickly.
No.
He didn't have a chest tattoo on the ship when he's like shoveling coal into the furnace. And then later he's got a lion tattoo on his right pec. So I kind of wish we got that added scene just as a bonus, maybe.
Yep.
Yeah, like when he's passed out at the strip club, they're playing like St. Elmo's Fire by Richard Parr, and he's just getting the needle. Yeah. Oh man, that reminds me of that clip you did for Volcano. Yeah, the guy jumping in the lava. Yeah.
Yeah, we got our TikTok, and I think it's on our Instagram too.
Yeah.
Really funny. Van Damme's biggest Van Damme fanny fan is Van Damme, which I kind of already spelled out. I just wanted to say that. What's with JCVD catching runaway sports balls for little girls?
Oh, that's right. He's done it before, right?
Yeah. Well, he did it twice in this movie, and I remembered him doing it in Cyborg as well.
Yeah.
They had to have done it in front of a test audience, and they're like, the only reason we want to see this movie is because of like the tenderness with the soccer.
Yeah, imagine if that thing popped. It was the little girl's only way to commit suicide on the stairs. And then what's mom gonna do? That's what. Then how's mom gonna afford to live?
Yeah.
According to audiences, this was actually a favorite of the female persuasion because Jean-Claude showed so much heart. No pun intended.
All right.
Yeah. Is that for real? That can't be real.
That's for real. Like they said,
my God.
he has so much tenderness and so much care, like, because I guess in every other movie he's just an ass kicking motherfucker, you know. So
Yeah.
That's what the reviews all said and the stats all said.
Yeah.
Well, at least he got to dangle balls at an audience in some way.
Yeah.
He tried in others, but he got it through this way. Rollerblader waiters. Did you guys see those?
Oh, back to hackers.
Yeah, exactly. They, I think it was the like the car parked ring setup arena.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they're
that was
rollerblading like Sonic employees.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what the hell is this? Like, where's the kitchen in a parking garage?
Yeah.
You literally make a ring with your vehicles, and you're appalled that your car gets damaged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those guys are like, turn off the car. It's like, what do you fucking expect?
While we're on that subject, imagine being in the middle of a circle of cars with all their brights on while you're trying to engage in martial arts.
Oh, holy shit! That's an added element.
I thought of that right away. We used to play basketball at a local park when I was a kid, and there were no lights at the park, so we'd put the headlights on in the parking lot.
Yeah,
and that would light the lot. Well, if you were on one team, it was blinding. You could never make a single damn shot. Yeah. So I thought of that right away. I'm like, this is the dumbest thing ever. No one's gonna make it. It was swinging and missing.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's why the choreography was so bad.
Yeah, it could be.
Okay, big biker metal mouth guy. I just had to mention him. He's the other biker guy. They fight in like a squash court.
Yeah, it was squash or racquetball or highlight. One of those like weird paddle ones.
Yeah, one of those. Yeah.
Yeah, the guy's definitely overacting, but I don't know if he has any actual lines. He just like picks them up and throws them once or twice. Yeah, but he's got I don't know. It looked like they shaped tinfoil to his teeth almost.
Yeah, something like
that.
It
didn't look very good.
Yeah.
You ever throw a kick in water, guys? You ever? It doesn't hurt the opponent. Just gonna throw that out there.
Yeah, there is, like, just walking across the shallow end of a swimming pool is difficult.
Yeah, for sure. No, you're right about that.
That's if you kick with your front foot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah, that's true. Because you can't really balance with your other 2 feet if you're kicking with your front foot in the water. That's a good point. Of course, he has a broken rib. It's the tropiest of tropes, but he goes into the last fight because he's too tough to not have an injury when he faces Attila. Speaking of Attila, is Attila at all scary to you guys? Because I did not think so.
It's like Andre the Giant.
Yeah, exactly.
But like regular size.
Yeah.
Right. A very slow moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a little jacked. He just said he could like take a lot of punches.
You know who you remind me of was Tuttle from basketball. Hey Tuttle, your mother's deaf.
That's pretty good. Having and I'm going to use the term full ass conversation mid fight.
Yeah.
Like Attila's just letting them have a full on conversation down there on the ground. I feel like at a certain point you declare victory for the guy who's still standing while you're down on the ground for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No counting at all.
No. And then why is Joshua still on the ground for the remainder of the fight?
Who knows?
You're supposed to believe it happens that fast.
Oh, okay. Got it. Just wanted to mention the fight locations. There was an underpass, a parking garage, a car arena, which could also be a parking garage, 2 back alleys, a squash court, an empty pool, and a hedge maze tent.
Yeah.
I think that's where that happened. Yeah. You guys have anything to mention before we throw it to the alternate ending?
No.
We've seen enough. We've said
it. We've said enough, yes.
We have.
All right.
Or you can do this, or you can do that, or you can do this, or you can do that, or you can do this, or you can do that. Just pick one.
JCVD does 30 years in federal prison for bank fraud. His sister-in-law has to get a fucking job and stop bitching. His niece grows up unsupervised and starts fighting in the elementary school circuit. She spends all the accumulated milk money on an even cooler bike than the one that JCVD would have gotten her. Outcome is pretty much the same because who gives a shit?
Hold me closer, time to dance. Count the headlights on the high.
All right, so that's that.
Very nice. Very nice. That's a better way to end it, in my opinion. Okay, bad credit names.
Bad credit names. Bad credit names. Bad credit names. Yeah.
Well, you know, we sometimes have return visitors.
Yep.
When I see this name, I promise I will jot it down every time.
Okay.
Bambi Sycophus.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Did you guys know that Frank Dukes is involved in this movie?
Who's that? Is that
He's the guy. Okay, so he's a total phony who was the inspiration behind Bloodsport.
Okay. I think you mentioned that.
He said he was in an underground tournament in China where he beat all like 300 opponents and like won the tournament. Like he inspired the movie Bloodsport, but it later came out that he had no such title.
Yeah.
Really didn't know how to do anything martial arts related. But I think he was part of the choreography and maybe helped with the writing and
If all that never happened to him, then he's one hell of a writer because he had something,
He did. Yeah. He had an imagination, if nothing else.
Yeah.
Someone named Voyo.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay, it gets good from here. Stephanie Golden Falcon.
Yikes.
Yeah. Not well. The only person that could put up a fight maybe is the next person named Thunder Wolf.
Ooh.
They're both Republicans.
They're both NRA members.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think the political leaning is for Clive Sack?
Green Party.
Clive Sack. I've got one left, and this one just really gave me a chuckle, so I thought I'd leave it last. Clement von Frankenstein.
That's a great name. That's one of those. That's the kind of name where like grade school and middle school will be rough for you. But if you lean into it by high school, like you're set for the rest of your life.
You got to curl the mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why is he working on a shitty movie like this? He could be ruling the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seriously, he should be. He should be like floating around in some kind of like hovercraft.
Yeah.
With a bunch of like little robots working for him or something.
Yeah. Exactly.
I also thought it was odd that you mentioned Young Frankenstein earlier, and then that was her like best name.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I'm strange.
Does that count as me ruining a bit?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Bingo card moment.
Yep.
All right. Let's compare the movies.
Nothing compares.
Hot to Trot versus Lionheart. Hot to Trot is our 3-time winner now?
Yeah. I think
so.
It was that bad.
It is that bad. As is proven by the negative 47.2 and worst of its kind. A clear winner because Lionheart, as you might remember, is negative 24.6%, worst of its kind as well. But that does not hold any weight here.
Yeah.
We are also giving Hot to Trot the pitch because we had a 3-way tie for a 5-star.
Yeah.
For Lionheart, which beats the 4-star that Chris gave us on Hot to Trot week.
All right.
I think that was a haiku week, yeah?
That was a haiku.
I think there is no doubt that the dialogue is also worse for Hot to Trot, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Production. Here. This is always interesting. This one can go either way. Adult movie marketed for children on Hot to Trot, or no character development whatsoever in Lionheart.
I think no character development's worse.
I agree.
Like I do. If it's a movie, it's a movie. You have to have that. So I do agree.
Yeah, because like even with Bob, like you knew like what his deal was.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
you knew right off the bat. Yeah.
Yeah. Like you knew
the
what was
fact
up
that
with
he
that.
doesn't. The fact that he doesn't smoke weed in the movie is like astounding to me.
Yeah.
I'm going to skip offenses so we can do the mini game. I'm going to actually give the acting to Lionheart as well.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got a 3-2 lead for Hot to Trot heading into the offensive minigame.
Okay.
So you guys just keep that in mind as we plug along here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Starting with Hot to Trot as is tradition. ICE agent horse harassing threats for the win.
Okay.
Or kilt culture cross-dress condemning.
Ice.
Ice.
Okay, I agree. Private stable for special horseplay. Oh, or bow flexing your feminine features in front of your favorite flim-flammed freelancer.
I'll go with the alliteration on this one.
Yeah. Flim flam.
Bob wants to die.
Yeah.
No, I really dug the alliteration.
Yeah.
Kudos to you.
Okay, thank you.
Flim flam.
There's actually only one option, it looks like, here for the bonus round. The use of the F word as a homosexual slur wins.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
For Hot
that
to
wins.
Trot, because there's nothing to compare that to.
Yeah.
That wins.
But if we had to, we could have gone to the demerit stage, where we have 0% Rotten Tomatoes score for Hot to Trot, just to flesh this out. And I don't know if you guys have any extra demerits, but I said it's Bloodsport 4 for Lionheart.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think Hot to Trot wins the offensive minigame. The only one that really had a chance against it was last week's Under Siege, because they both had an F-word battle, but it lost anyway, I think.
You want to know the fucked up part, though?
Yes.
If I did my gun-to-head test, I think I'd probably rather watch Hot to
Wow, really?
It's shorter.
Sure.
It's like it'll be over faster. So, yeah.
All right, yeah, that's fair. That's a good point.
Yeah.
All right. I was wondering if we should try to go live later in the week or something to announce announce what movie wins, because we just put up the poll recently.
Yeah.
So I'd like to let that develop a little.
Yeah. Let's do I'm free every night. This is the only thing that takes up my nights. So since we did this, then it's over. Then every other night's free.
Okay. Then we can. Bob, what night? What's it looking like for you? I'm out at 5 for the next 3 days.
It doesn't really matter. I mean, I'm moving currently, and most of my moving is going to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So tomorrow's.
What do you think about? Yeah,
tomorrow's the best day.
Yeah, I could do a quick stream tomorrow night
for like a half an hour. So.
Yeah, I'm down.
Sounds good.
So those who are still with us, check us out live tomorrow night. That'll be tonight, maybe, probably, if you're listening on Thursday, the 1st of September. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're listening to this Thursday, the 1st of September, 2022, if you're listening to this, 10 years from now and 32, hello.
Hi,
future.
Hey, how you doing?
Cool. And still check out our website. It's got our email address, it's got our YouTube and our social media links and stuff like that. It is theworstmovieevermade.com. Simple as that. You guys have anything else to say before we say thank you and goodbye?
This could be the last time you're seeing this shit background of this shit house that we're shit renting.
Well, you're going to continue seeing this shit background and this shit house that we're shit renting.
All right, let's all just throw logs out our front door.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea. Good idea.
Okay, so I'm going to play us out. Bob, you might know the song. Chris, I'm not sure about you. It's related to the movie. It's by the band Guttermouth. It's called Bruce Lee versus the Kiss Army, and I think there's a lot of parallels. So I'm just going to play it out.
So you think your kung fu's pretty good, huh? I want to fight your brother. Him against me. Let's kung fu!
play. Kareem and Bruce don't miss. They're throwing stars a kiss. Yeah. Gino has a shorter tongue. Yeah. They should have used their love gun. Yeah. Gene and Ace escaped today. Yeah. They'll let them fight another day. Oh my God! Ancient Chinese secret. Sit by Buddha. Yeah. Yeah. This Cringe shoot basket. 2 points. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
All right, see you guys.